Georgy Zhukov may be one of the greatest military strategists of the 20th century, and yet many today only know his name, not the extent of what he accomplished. Born into a poor family in Russia in 1896, Zhukov displayed stubbornness, work ethic, and an innate sense of organization from the start. These qualities took him from the village to the very top of the military hierarchy. Few know that Zhukov first came to international attention before World War II, with the victory over the Japanese army on the Halachin-Gol River in 1939. Using envelopment tactics, rapid maneuvers, and outstanding coordination, he stopped further Japanese penetration into Mongolia. This triumph caused Japan to abandon its northern expansion and turn to the Pacific, a decision that would later shape the course of the entire war. And then came 1941. The German invasion of the Soviet Union was swift and devastating. At a moment when Moscow was on the verge of falling, Zhukov took command. With a brilliant arrangement of reserves, reorganization of the defense, and astonishing coolness, he managed to stabilize the front. The winter counteroffensive he launched was recorded as the first major failure of the Nazi blitzkrieg. A year later, Stalingrad. Although he was not the main commander in the field, Zhukov was the architect of Operation Uranus, a plan that turned the tide of the war in the East. His ability to analyze enemy weaknesses and recognize the perfect moment to strike was crucial. It was one of the most important strategic victories in modern history. But Zhukov did not stop there. Although the war was already going in favor of the Allies, one of the most complex undertakings was the crossing of the Oder River and the operation to capture Berlin. Zhukov was in charge of coordinating the massive forces, logistics, engineering layout, masking of movements, and planning of approaches. His operational precision hastened the end of the war in Europe. Georgy Zhukov was not only a general, he was the architect of victories that shaped the world. And so, he is remembered today as one of the greatest and perhaps most underrated military minds in modern history.